and welcome to PostPerspective TV at NAB 2018. Very happy to have Bryce Button with us today from AJA. Welcome.
Thank you. It's good to see you again.
It's just Monday morning, so we are just beginning to kick off the show.
Yes.
And I am fresh from attending your press conference where you announced a lot of exciting news.
Yeah.
One of the things, SMPTE 2110.
Yes.
Big talk at the show. How are you guys addressing that?
Yeah, because obviously we're moving to the next level of IP work, what I describe as broadcast IP, where you're dealing with the desire to deliver stuff much like you do today with SDI with as little latency as possible. So the SMPTE standard at 2110 has now settled in. It is ratified. We've had the Kona IP for editors for a while. Previously it addressed 2022. And with this 14.2 desktop release we announced, it'll be supporting 2110.
Excellent.
And what that really means is you have different essence streams, so you can address audio separately from video if you choose to. And then with the Kona IP for editors and for visual effects artists and so on, you just have the standard AJA plugins, and so you can edit, you can do your compositing, etc., just like you do today, except that you'll be on an IP network.
Great.
So nice and simple.
Yes, and you sort of alluded to Kona and the new cards and software.
Yes.
Would you like to talk about that a little bit more?
Yes, we came up with two brand new Kona cards. There's the Kona one, which is a cost-effective, powerful 3G SDI card. So single in, single out. It's $595, aggressively priced. The idea there is it has all the support you need if you're just doing standard editing, etc. All the compatibility you've ever had. But we've also launched kind of a new platform with the Kona HDMI. And the idea behind the Kona HDMI is you've got 4 HDMI inputs. And you can actually do effectively sort of multi-camera capturing. It's designed so that you can do live switching if you're familiar with vMix or Wirecast Telestream, from Telestream. And then if you're doing standard editing, you can also capture files like you would do today with AJA's free control room software. So it's a flexible card because the first port is a 2.0 HDMI port. These are full-size ports, and you can actually capture 4K up to 60p. So again, aggressively priced at $895. And we think that the way a lot of folks have been going and the different sources they use and so on, it's going to be a pretty popular card.
Sounds like it.
Yes.
And then off the new product topic, or maybe it'll tie back around, YouTube, streaming.
Yes. Pro
video needs are changing.
Yes, so in general, we're finding that folks are having to do a lot of different types of workflows. There's the standard broadcast workflow, pretty standard editing, layout pieces, deliver masters. But I think a lot of editors today, especially if they're working freelance, are sort of requested to do a lot of over-the-top stuff or OTT.
They weren't before.
Yeah. So you've got a combination now, and I think the HDMI card is going to help with that. Also our Hilo, our streaming device, which captures SDI or HDMI. You can record while you're streaming, and we can deliver to any of these services, whether it's YouTube or Twitch or whatever it might be. And so for that software, if you're an editor, what's great is with the new 2.1 software update, we're allowing you to capture the closed captioning of SDI.
Okay.
Because if you're doing over-the-top work for a broadcast outfit or even an episodic show, you often have to deliver closed captioning by law.
Yes.
So this helps you get that through.
Oh, great.
And then for the more fun projects, we've introduced something called HLS, and that's HTTPS live streaming. Effectively put an iPad on the same network as the Hilo, and you can deliver straight to that iPad. Okay. So for live events, and that's kind of what we're getting at, our market grows and people are delivering for live events and sports, esports. You can deliver in a variety of ways. And again, the HDMI, Kona HDMI is going to be pretty popular for esports. because we've worked with Sony and a few others, and we can now actually capture HDR material right from the gameplay.
Okay.
So with those 4 inputs, you could have 2 PlayStations, 2 players, be capturing and streaming them all in HDR, which is really great.
That's fantastic. And what a lovely segue to my next question, which is HDR.
Yep.
It's a big topic,
Yes.
especially for editors and in production. Anything else you wanted to talk about
Oh yeah.
in the whole world of HDR and AJA?
Yeah, HDR for us has been a real focus for the last year and a half, you know, and we went right in. We've had strong partnership with Colorfront. The FS HDR is our real-time transform box for HDR, SDR workflows. At this show, we've got a couple of updates for version 2.5. And you're going to be able to work with the BBC HLG LUTs now.
Okay.
There's something like 7 of them. And this is great for folks that have to deliver shows and so on that need to meet that requirement. So if you already had the FS HDR, you purchase it. The good news is you're not going to have to pay for the BBC licensing. It's just included. And it's a free update for previous owners.
Okay.
And then HDR again, IO 4K Plus has been out a while, so if you've been using it for Thunderbolt 3 editing, again, not just having the output, so you can see HDR on the display as while you edit. We've also introduced HDR capture on the input. So a lot of flexibility there, and across our product line with things like our recorders, the Keeper Ultra Plus, for instance, you can both play out HDR material, HLG or HDR10, or capture. So we think it's, we're really trying to build a full ecosystem. And then as part of that, so the final big announcement of the show is we're showing a tech preview of a completely new HDR product, which I think a lot of colorists are going to need.
And that's also with Colorfront?
It's also with
in
Colorfront.
collaboration with?
Yeah, so it's called the HDR Image Analyzer. And this has got a, it's a combination, again, it's a 1RU server, and it has some of our powerful I/O cards in. And the idea there is that you're going to have to deliver, or you even need to just check material coming off camera if you have DIT. So you've got waveforms, you've got vector scopes, you've got the ability to measure nit levels. So again, we're just expanding that package, that full ecosystem to help you move into HDR as quickly as possible, but even more importantly, as accurately as possible.
Yes. Faster's not better if it's not.
Yeah, if it's not holding up, yeah, no good.
And my last question of the day for you, I think you also have some new 12G products.
Yes, we do. The advantage of 12G is the ability to simply run 4K at high frame rates down a single cable. The IO 4K Plus itself, when we introduced it, has got 12G SDI on it. And now for your post facility or your effects house, what have you, we've come out with new Kumo 12G routers. So we've got a 16 by 16 and we've got a 32 by 32. And that's 32's ins and outs. It actually allows you to handle 8K for the future. So you can gang a couple of ports together or 4 ports together, the single button switch route 8K. So this is real future proofing for, where everything's going.
And everything's going fast.
Yes, as always.
Well, Bryce, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to Bryce Button of AJA for being here with us at NAB 2018.